G'day guys, welcome to the channel. Today I'm doing a WML Watch Travels Review City Edition with the Longines Legend Diver. Now, I have been overseas on a short getaway, and I thought to myself, what better way to test the watch and actually give you a real-world review than to travel with it and put it through its paces. Now, I did spend some time in Hong Kong, and the Legend Diver 39mm green dial in this example worked like a charm. It was extremely hot in Hong Kong, extremely humid. We're talking about 32 to 35 degrees Celsius, cloudy and humid as anything. And the Longines, it held up extremely well. So when you're traveling with a watch, you need to expect that it's gonna get scratched, ding, damaged, because you can't baby your watch when you're traveling, especially on the plane. If you're wearing it, there's metal everywhere, you're walking around, especially in Hong Kong. It was basically bumper to bumper, shoulder to shoulder traffic, and the Longines held up really nicely. Now, in Hong Kong, you are spoiled for choice. You do have a lot of watches that you can get access to, different brands, and there's heaps of grey market dealers where you can get your next rollie. But the Longines in itself, look, it's a great watch to travel with because it's very low key. It looks great, but at the same time, not many people really do a double take on it because it's not hypey, and that's a good thing because when you're traveling, sometimes you just want to keep low key. You want to not show people you have some sort of affluence because then you end up becoming a target, right? But in Hong Kong, look, it's relatively safe. A lot of people have money, and as you can see, just walking down the street, you're going to see bloody 5 to 6 Rolex stores for no reason. But yes, going back to the watch, look, it held up extremely well. It is extremely legible. The color itself, it's not the most versatile, but whatever, I love green. And overall, it does take up a good beating. Now, because Hong Kong was so hot and humid, the actual micro adjustment system on the clasp was a must. Definitely a must. And it makes me do think that a micro adjust, depending on where you're going, is a necessity when you're traveling, because I had it at the tightest setting getting into the country, and every day at call it 12 o'clock, I'm going to end up extending it to its furthest setting to get that maximum looseness. Like, it's really a must. And the Longines Legend Diver, look, it does it all. It is a great comparison, a great competitor to the Tudor Black Bay with a ratcheting the T-fit clasp, but outside of the Tudor, the Longines is just a bit more low-key. Also, because the Longines doesn't have as many polished surfaces, only just the clasp, the bracelet itself actually hides scratches relatively easy. Like, I put this thing through its paces, and look, in this upcoming clip, as you can see here, it's basically looking brand new, not even marked. Also, the actual crystal, the sapphire glass, because it doesn't have any of that silly AR coating on the front, look, I actually bumped it a few times on a few surfaces and it held up extremely well. Like, literally, there's no dings and scratches on this watch other than the polished strip down the actual clasp itself. Overall, the Longines Legend Diver is a fantastic travel companion. It does everything well. You can take it in the water, beat the crap out of it. It's extremely legible. The only issue I have with it is that there's no date, but surprise, surprise, I bought it knowing that there's no date. Other than that, it's a great watch. Wait for the second video where I go diving with this thing.